we start, let's go to January 22nd, 1561.
January 22nd, 1561, Francis Bacon was born and would later make a huge impact on the scientific revolution. Okay, that was it. Now let's go to the 1620s.
Around the 1620s, Francis Bacon came up with a new way for philosophers and scientists to make information and data more accurate. Bacon developed his scientific method by using empirical ways, which is using evidence to support knowledge rather than using the old traditional ways because they were way less accurate. Bacon came up with a multi-step process in which his method would be acted out, and these steps would be based on meticulously gathered observations and experiments from multiple people instead of one, because it was easier to get more accurate data from multiple people because it made it so people could not have biased opinions. The first step of Bacon's process involved gathering large amounts of data by observing and watching whatever the subject of the research was, and then removing out all of the evidence that did not make any sense. After this, the scientists and philosophers would then formulate possible solutions and answers to the problem by using predetermined scientific laws and data. During this step, the researchers would also check to make sure there was no irrational decisions. Bacon came up with the 4 idols in spite of the step to make sure all the data was valid. These idols were the idols of the tribe, which were mistakes that were natural to humans, such as misreading something or miscounting. Idols of the den, which was when someone would over-exaggerate their personal experiences in order to bend data in the favor of their claim. And the idols of the marketplace, which was assuming previous people's idols. The next one is idols of the marketplace, which was assuming previous people's research as correct. And finally, idols of the theater, which was misleading ideas that resulted from philosophy. If the data was checked with the idols and no effect of them are found in the data, the scientists and philosophers are allowed to move on to the next step, which is performing many experiments to make sure the researchers' claims are accurate and the experiments end in the way they should according to the claim. Finally, if all goes well through the experiments and steps, the scientific claim in philosophy can officially be declared as knowledge. One philosopher that greatly influenced Bacon's ideas was Aristotle. In the process of coming up with his method, Bacon took up some of Aristotelian ideas, arguing for an empirical approach to his method. Although Bacon's idea was very efficient, he did not have enough money to fund this method or anyone that was willing to take part in it, so he sadly never got to see this happen. However, even with this sort of failure, Bacon still contributed something very important to Western thought, which was empiricism. And empiricism is using evidence to support your claims and proving them to be accurate. The end.